Hello friends, now today we see units second rectifier and power supplies, part second center tap full wave rectifier. Center tap full wave rectifier using a center tap transformer allows the unidirectional DC current to flow through the load during the entire period of input AC cycle is called per center tap full wave rectifier. This rectifier need the center tap transformer and the two diodes. So this is the circuit diagram of center tap transformer. This is our input AC supply. This is transformer. This is center tap. Two diodes are there, diode D1 and diode D2. Both are connected, both are make common at this end, and here we use one load resistance RL, and the another end we take from the center of the secondary of the transformer. The input AC voltage to be rectified is applied to the primary winding of the transformer. So this side is the primary winding. Input AC voltage we apply to this primary of the transformer. The center tap of the secondary winding of a transformer is usually taken as the ground or zero voltage reference point. So the secondary winding, here we consider that these are the secondary winding of a center transformer is usually taken as the ground or zero voltage reference point. If V load is the voltage between the secondary winding, then the voltage between the center tap and the either end of the secondary winding is half secondary voltage, that is V load equal to V load 1 equal to V load 2 equal to V load upon 2. So operating principle: during the positive input half cycle of a secondary voltage, the polarity is of the secondary voltage are shown in figure 2a. This makes the diode D1 forward bias and diode D2 reverse bias. As a result of this, the diode D1 conducts from some current, whereas the diode D2 does not conduct. That is, of the conventional current flow through the diode D1, load RL and the upper half of the secondary winding. The output waveform across load RL is shown in figure 3. So this is, here we consider that here diode D1 will conduct here, so because this diode it is in forward bias, at the same time this diode it is in reverse bias, and there at the output you will get the output voltage. For next negative half cycle, here diode D1 is negative, and the anode of the diode D1 is negative and the anode of the diode D2 is positive. So for second half cycle, negative half cycle, diode D2 conducts, and therefore at the output you will get the output voltage V out. So this is the input voltage that is the given to the uh, transformer. For here we say that for positive half cycle, the diode D1 will conduct the total output from diode D1. Here we say that for negative half cycle or for the negative input, the diode D2 will conduct, and therefore the total output is the vector sum of diode D1 and diode D2. Therefore here you will get a positive half cycle for each and every half cycle. Means for positive, here you will get positive, for negative also here you will get the positive cycle. During the negative input half cycle of the secondary voltage, the polarities of the secondary voltage are as shown in figure 2.b. This makes the diode D2 in forward bias and diode D1 in reverse bias. As a result of this, the diode D2 conducts some current, whereas the diode D1 does not conduct. That is off. The conventional current flow through the diode D2, load RL and the lower half of the secondary winding as shown in figure 3. It may be noted that the current through the load RL flows in the same direction during both the positive and negative half cycle of the AC input voltage. Therefore, the total input voltage developed across load RL is full wave rectified DC voltage as shown in figure 3. So here it is shown that this is full wave rectified DC output voltage. Or here also it is shown that here the input cycle is there. Here for due to the first diode or diode D1 you will get positive half cycle. Here due to the diode D2 again here you will get the positive half cycle, and therefore this is the total output voltage due to the diode D1 and D2. And here we say that it is a full wave. This one half wave and this one half wave, that is full wave, and it is in positive direction. Output waveform. The sinusoidal AC input signal voltage waveform is shown in figure A is applied to the center tap full wave rectifier. The output DC voltage V01 waveform due to the conduction of diode D1 is shown in figure B. Here in figure B it is shown that. Similarly, the output DC voltage V02 waveform due to the conduction of diode D2 is shown in figure C. The output DC voltage waveform due to the conduction of both diode D1 and D2 are shown in figure D. Thus, it gives the pulsating DC voltage whether certain amount of ripple is present in it. The equation of voltage across each half cycle of the secondary winding is Vs equal to Vs1 equal to Vs2 equal to Vm sin omega t. DC output current. The DC output current is given by IDC equal to 2 Im upon pi, that is 0.0636 Im. Im is the maximum current. The above relation shows that the average value of the load current of a full wave rectifier is 0.0636 Im. It may be noted that the value of DC current for full wave rectifier is twice the half wave rectifier. DC output voltage. At no load, the DC output voltage is given by VDC equal to 2 Vm upon pi, that is equal to 0.636 Vm. DC voltage for a full wave rectifier is twice that of half wave rectifier. Peak inverse voltage PIV. The whole of the average voltage across upper half winding appear across load RL. Therefore, the reverse voltage that appears across non-conducting diode appears as the summation of voltage across lower half winding and the voltage across load RL. From a given figure, peak inverse voltage, that is PIV, equal to Vm plus Vm, that is 2 Vm. RMS load current. The RMS value of load current is given by RMS means root mean square. IRMS equal to Im upon root 2. Ripple factor. The output voltage developed across load RL is only steady DC but contains alternating components only. The ripple factor is given by R equal to under root I square RMS upon I square DC minus 1. I square RMS is Im upon root 2 bracket square. I DC square means 2 Im upon pi bracket square minus 1. Therefore, R equal to under root pi square upon 4 minus 1 equal to under root 3.14 square upon 4 minus 1, and it is equal to approximately 0.482. So R equal to 0.482 or 48.2%. The ripple factor of a center trap full wave rectifier is 48.2. Rectification efficiency. The rectification efficiency is the ratio of DC output power delivered to the load AC input power from transformer secondary, that is eta equal to PDC upon PAC. Since PDC equal to IDC into RL, that is 2 Im upon pi RL, and PAC equal to IRMS into RF plus RL, that is Im upon RF plus RL. Therefore, eta equal to PDC upon PAC, that is 2 Im upon pi bracket square RL upon 2 Im upon root 2 bracket square RF plus RL. Therefore, it is equal to 2 root 2 upon pi bracket square RL upon RF plus RL. Therefore, here you will get eta equal to, that is efficiency equal to 8 upon pi square 1 upon 1 plus RF upon RL. 8 upon 9.86, the value of pi square is 8.96 into 1 upon 1 plus RF plus RL. Therefore, if we divide 8 by 9.86, it is 0.812 upon 1 plus RF upon RL. The rectification efficiency is maximum if RL is greater than RF, thus eta equal to 0.812 or 81.2%. The efficiency of a full wave center tap rectifier is 81.2%. Advantage of center tap full wave rectifier. It follows advantage over half wave rectifier. The DC output voltage and DC load current value twice the half wave rectifier. The ripple factor is much less than 0.8482 than the half wave rectifier. The rectification efficiency is twice that of half wave rectifier. It has better transformer utilization factor. Disadvantages. The output voltage is half of a secondary voltage, as each diode utilizes only one half of the transformer secondary voltage. The peak inverse voltage, that is PIV, of a diode is twice that of diode used in half wave rectifier. The diode used are more costly due to the higher voltage rating. Its center tap transformer of higher cost. Applications. It is used in power supplies, used in laboratories. It is used in battery chargers. It is used in power supplies for various electronic circuit. It is used in high current power supplies. Okay, thank you.